Well, hello, everybody. I was going to say hello every morning. Hello, everybody. Good morning. It is Saturday, December 27th at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, and this is Lisa Freeman coming to you live on stampingwithlisa.com. And we've got a fun video today. I'm all congested. I don't know why every morning I wake up I'm congested, but my allergy medicine hasn't kicked in yet, so I'm just kind of bleh. All right, so I hope you guys had a fabulous Christmas. Mine was actually pretty good. So I went to visit my mother and hung out with her for a little while. And then I went to see Brenda, and then I had dinner with one of my friends, and that was really fun. And it was a good Christmas. So it was the first Christmas I haven't been by myself in a few years, so it was good. So I hope you guys had a great Christmas too. It is cold and windy out. I'm sitting here looking out the window, and my flag is just like flapping. It's making noise. It's flapping so hard. Ugh, I'm freezing. I should have turned the heat up before I started. So let me say hello to everybody. Hey, Wendy. Hey, Tony. Hey, Brenda. Hey, Amy. Hey, Tracy. Hey, Myra. Hey, Shirley. Hey, I think I already got Amy. Yep. Let's see. Other Amy. Hey, Amy. Hey, Linda. Hey, Julie. Hey, Debbie. Hey, Marva. Hey, Claudia. Hey, Trina. Hey, Cindy. Hey, Sandy. Hey, Lynn. Hey, Sally. Hey, Sherry. I just got your package in the mail this morning, Sherry. So this is funny. So Wednesday, I don't think I'm in the picture here. Hold on, let me see if I can scroll down a little bit. Okay, there we go. So Wednesday, there was supposed to be mail delivery, and I got a notification saying I had like 6 or 7 cards coming. And so I had like 12 cards going out in the mail, Christmas cards. I waited all day, mailman never came, and I was like, dang it. So then Thursday, you know, it was Christmas, so there wasn't any mail. And Friday, it said I was getting some more different things. So the mailman comes, I go out to the mailbox, there's two things in there. And I'm like, okay, that's weird. Because I didn't even get like what I was supposed to get on Wednesday. And then about an hour later, I hear the mailman again. And I'm like, okay, I guess he forgot something. So it was already dark out. I said, I'll just get it in the morning. So I went out in the morning, and there was just a huge pile. So I don't know if he forgot mine and had to come back or what, but I got a bunch of happy mail. So I'll show you that in a second. And good morning to everybody who's just coming on. Hello, hello, hello. Sounds like a lot of you guys are chilly where you are. Marva got some snow. Hey, Christina. Welcome. First time catching me live. Yay. Frozen North Shore of Lake Erie. Nancy. We haven't had anything frozen yet. Well, actually, my backyard where the water is was frozen a couple days when it got down to like the 20s. Okay, so this is what we're making today. 2 cards, and they're bookbinding cards. And I got a little boo-boo on my finger, so I had to put a Band-Aid on it. And we're using 2 different designer papers. So this is the Floral Charm. Floral Charm is the main one. And then the other little pieces that go on the side, they're from the new DSP called, what is it called? Nature Walk. Nature Walk. So we're using that, and then we're using the words are from Prayers and Promises. So this is a great set for like sympathy and you're in my prayers and that kind of thing. It's a really good set, and of course it's photopolymer because all the sets are photopolymer now. So this is, I think, a brand new set. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. That you can order. If you're a customer, you can order next week. Or wait a minute, when it starts the 5th, I think. January 5th is when the new one starts, I think. I can't keep up with all these days. I really should start checking that before I get on here. So Yeah. Oh, Sherry says she mailed that package on the 13th, so it stayed in Detroit till December 23rd. Yeah, I'm telling you, the mail is slow as anything. So I was going to pick the winners and announce them today, but I just got all these cards this morning out of the mailbox. And there's also some more coming today. So I'm just going to wait till Tuesday. And hopefully they'll all be here by then, because that's almost a week later. So hopefully they'll be here. But let me pull this down just a little bit. Okay, so let me show you my Happy Mail. And I'm going to show you those papers too. All right, so this one I got from Sherry Niebauer. It is not Christmas, but it is a whole bunch of napkins. So she sent me a bunch of different napkins and cards to match. So she sent me these 3 cards. Aren't these gorgeous? I love, love, love this one. Love it. I think that is just gorgeous. I think we need a stamp set like that. And I did get a Christmas card. But she already sent me a Christmas card. And then this one is so cute. And she cut out. So I guess she made 2 of them and then cut out some and popped them up. That's a great idea. I never even thought about doing that. So love that. Thank you, Sherry. You're always so sweet. So those are the napkin cards from Sherry. And then I got a few thank you cards too. So there's Christmas and thank you. This one is from Amy Livesey. Livesey. I think it's, I can't remember now. I can't remember if it's Livesey or Livesey. It's like my daughter's name, Lindsay with the E. All right, and this is like a pop-up card. Isn't that cute? Love it. Love, love, love it. That is adorable. So thank you for that. That's all the way from Canada. That came a long way. All right, so then we've got this one from Paula Stewart. I don't have my glasses on, so I'm having a hard time reading. Love that. And that stamp set, I think, is on the retired list now. But that's one of my favorites. And then this one is from Helen Williams. She actually lives here in Chesapeake. She sent me a snowflake one. And then this one, I love this one. So this is actually from Lynette Hansen, and this is who I ate Christmas dinner with. So she's in Chesapeake too. So she invited me to dinner and had a great dinner and gave me this great present. I mean, just a whole bag full of nice things. And I was like, oh my gosh, that was just like so nice. So this pulls out. So it says pull here. So you pull it out and isn't that cute? It's like, what do you call those? Waterfall cards, kind of. Isn't that neat? I love that. Gorgeous card. So thank you, Lynette. We had the best time, though. And her husband is a joker. So, like, every 5 seconds, he's telling a joke. He tells more jokes than I do. So, he kept us entertained. But we were laughing so hard. This is from Ann Telecki. Beautiful card. Oops. Got a bent snowflake. Love that. And it's a pop-up easel card. So there you go. Isn't that cute? I never thought about using the gem as the stopper for that. I love that. Beautiful. And then there were a couple cards for Brenda in there. I took hers to her on Christmas. This is beautiful. This is from Claudia Rodriguez. Love it. Great coloring on there too. Beautiful. Love it, love it. And then this one is a thank you card. This one's gorgeous too. This is from Becky Chapman. And this one opens like this. I love that. That's so cute. I think I might have to make this one. Although I don't have a butterfly like that anymore, I don't think. I think the butterfly retired, so I'd have to use something else. Isn't that cute? I love it. Oops. And then this one. Hey, Carol. Hey, Nancy. Hey, Jalen. Yeah, I know. That's a cool card. This one is really cute too. Now, I've done this technique with the strips, but I didn't emboss it. I love it embossed. That's really pretty. Beautiful. And that is from Shannon. Oh, Shannon Adcock. Love it. So thank you guys so much for those cards. And I definitely will try to pick the winners by Tuesday. It's so hard, though. You guys are so talented. I can't believe that I've been such a good teacher. You guys learned how to do all these awesome cards from me. I'm just playing. I know I didn't teach you how to do everything. But you guys are amazing stampers. It's like I get all these cards. I'm like, wow, you guys are talented. Like super good. Okay, so let me show you. Oh, one more chance to get this. Well, not actually one more chance. You still have a week. We still have about a week almost. Let me see. No, New Year's Day is Thursday. So you got till Wednesday. So this is a card kit. If you order $100 or more, you'll get this in the mail plus another card. So last chance to get that. And then here's what you need to make these cards. So it's all the same stuff, just different colors. So I just kind of put it together. So you need 2 pieces of cardstock, 4 1/4 by 11, and I scored it at 4 1/4 and 5 1/2. So 4 1/4, 5 1/2. So that'll be your center, and then you're going to bend that back. So that's the base. Then you've got your insides. One's white and one's vanilla. So you got those 2. And then we've got the front is also 4 by 4. And those are both Floral Charm. So we've got 2 different ones. Then we've got our side piece. So that's this right here. That's 1 by 4. Then we've got this little one. I only did it on this card right here that goes in back of the words. So that's that piece right there. And then the inside, I put a little strip that was left over from each one. So that's that. And then you also need scraps for the punch. So you need white and vanilla and pretty peacock and pecan pie or pecan pie for your words. Okay? So that's it right there. So take, oops, let me scoot it over. Take a screenshot of that. Thank you guys. Got the stamp and cut and emboss machine. Oh, from your boyfriend. Nice. Tim's a good guy, huh? My boyfriend didn't give me anything because I don't have one. Yeah, nice boyfriend. That's awesome. Okay. Now you didn't have one at all? Jalen says mine neither. Yeah, I need a boyfriend. That's my goal for 2026. I need a boyfriend. Oops, I think I put 2. Yep, I did. Put 2 of them in there. All right, hopefully you got a screenshot of that. Let's take all these off. So this is a pretty easy, well, card either way. They're both the same, putting them together. So we're just gonna, the only thing we got to stamp is the words. That's it. So let's punch out our scraps here. So I already did one. That was the pecan pie one. And then we need a vanilla and a white. Sorry, I'm so stuffed up. That should go away. It usually takes about an hour for my allergy medicine to kick in. I should make the videos a little later, else get up earlier. I just didn't want to get up this morning. I was like all snuggled in my bed and it was just so toasty. And I was like, man, I don't feel like getting up today. You ever feel like that? Like every day? Every day it's so cold. Because I turn the heat way down at night and it's cold. Like freezing cold. And when I get up in the morning, it's like, oh, burr. I have to run to turn the heat on. Okay, so I'm going to use the same words for both. And I think I'm going to start with the brown first. So this is pecan pie or pecan pie, whichever one you want to say. We got into that discussion at dinner, at Christmas dinner, because I made, oh my God. Let me tell you the dessert I made. All right, we're going to stamp this right in the middle. So I made this at our Christmas party, but I kind of perfected it. And I'm telling you what, it was the best dessert. So you guys have heard of dump cakes, right? So I need some scrap paper. So it's basically like a cobbler kind of, but it's even easier. So I took 2 cans of caramel apple pie filling. So it has to be the caramel apple, not just regular apple. Caramel apple pie filling. Then just a box of yellow cake mix. That doesn't really matter which brand or anything. So you put the apple pie filling, caramel apple pie filling in a 13 by 9 pan. Then you take the cake mix, spread that on top. Then you cut a stick and a half of butter into little slices, and not like tablespoon slices, but like teaspoon slices. And so you should have about 24 little slices, and you put them all over. You could melt the butter if you want to, but I like to put it in the little squares. So cover the whole top with the little squares of butter. So I think I had about 4 squares going down and about 6 across. 6 or 7, maybe. I don't know. But it was about a stick and a half of butter. So there's our 2 words. And that's it for stamping. And then we're going to do our hamburger cut right through here. Okay, so then after you put the sticks of butter on top, then I took cinnamon sugar. I sprinkled that all over the top, like a generous amount of cinnamon sugar. I have to do that shaky move it. Then I took about maybe a cup of pecans all chopped up. I chopped them with my mallet and into pieces and sprinkled that all over the top. So then I baked it at 350 for, it was about 55 minutes to an hour. I kept checking it and it wasn't quite done. It should be like bubbling and brown on top. And then as soon as it came out of the oven, I took that Ghirardelli caramel sauce. I guess you could use any caramel sauce, but that Ghirardelli one is so good. And I just drizzled like a ton all over the top. And I made this like about like an hour or so before I was going to go over there. So it was still warm when I took it over. And then they put it like in the oven on warm. So it was still warm when we ate after dinner. And then we had ice cream on top. I'm telling you what, there was 4 of us. And 2/3 of that pan was gone. That was like the best dessert ever. And it was funny because the other person there, it was Lynette and her husband, and then they had invited a guy from church who is, he's a student, and he's from Ghana. And he was the sweetest thing. And so he had never had anything like that before, like dessert-wise. And he said, like at first, he goes, I'll just take a little bit, like just a spoonful, because he wanted to try it and see if he liked it. And he's like, that was so good. So then he's like, I want a big piece. And then he took some home. But he was so funny. Because a lot of foods that we were eating for dinner, we had like prime rib and green beans and potatoes and all sorts of good stuff. Kale salad. But he hadn't had a lot of those things. I'm just going to leave them like that for right now. Okay, so now we need to put this together. Yeah, it sounds low-cal. It is. It's totally fat-free. You've never seen caramel apple pie filling? It's just right next to the regular apple pie filling. I got it at Walmart. So they should have it mostly everywhere, I would think. All right, we're going to just put this on the front. And I don't know if that has a right direction. I think that looks good. Oh, I got a funny story. I think I might have told you. No, I didn't tell you guys yet. Okay, so then this one goes here. So this, oh, I didn't show you the paper. Let me show you the paper real quick. All right, so this paper is the new paper. This is the product of the month that you can get for $5. I just got it. And oh, you don't have a lot of stuff the US grocery stores have? Well, if you don't have the caramel apple, just get regular apple and just use more caramel, I guess. Hopefully you got caramel there. Okay, so this is that paper you can get for $5 with a $75 order. So that's the front. This is really pretty. I'm not gonna have time to use it before it expires though. I don't think. Maybe I could make one for Tuesday. That's that one. It's got like all the shades of blue in here. You know, this would make a good like quilted card. And that one and that one. So lots of pretty blues. It's a shame that it's only good for like a month, because then it's like hard to demonstrate it, because I didn't even get it till the other day. So that's that one. And then this is the Nature Walk one. So I'm using this piece right here. I just cut off an inch on the edge, so this is about the middle. So if you cut an inch and then cut it at 4 inches, you'll get like a slice of every color. So I'm using this piece right here for the middle, right there. And then I used this piece right here for the side. And then, see how it matches so good though? But this has a lot of beautiful paper in it. And a lot of the colors go with the other pack. So, oh, this would be pretty too with this paper. This is my favorite by far. This one, the scripty one. And then you've got this almost looks like mint green. It's really pretty. That would have also gone well with this one. That reminds me of mint macaron. And then we've got this one would have matched. That would have gone really well too. So a lot of these papers match this other pack. And then we've got the Floral Charm. Now this one I thought was retiring, but the stamp set's retiring, the paper's not retiring. So you've got this one that we used, and it has the pretty back to it. This one, there's another piece in that Nature Walk one that would match this one perfectly. And then we've got this one, and that's the same one. This is like 2 packs together, because I use a lot of the same ones. Oh, this doesn't have hardly any of the paper in there. These are like all the pieces I didn't use. Here's one. This is my favorite one. I've used like all of that almost. And then this one. I love that one too. So lots of different papers in there, but the 2 packs work well together. So I just noticed that because I had them both sitting out, and I wanted to use this scripty one, and I said, oh, that matches really well with this. So I put them together. So anyway, okay, so this goes here. Love that floral paper. I know, I can't believe they're getting rid of the stamp set. I'm like, what? Why are you going to get rid of the stamps? Oh, I want to put that the other way. Because the stamp set matches perfectly. I don't know, maybe it was red rubber. I can't remember. But I know they're getting rid of all the rubber stamps. And then this one is going to go on this one. I just can't keep track. Every time I go to use something, I got to look it up and see if it's on the retired list, because I can't keep track of all the things that are retiring. And then this scripty one goes here. Oh, I was going to tell you a funny story. So I told you my mother's roommate that she's got right now has Alzheimer's, and she is driving her crazy because I think she kind of knows what's going on, but then she, acts like she doesn't either. So she gets up in the middle of the night and um, pulls my mother's curtain back because there's a curtain between them. And she'll just start talking to her in the middle of the night. And my mother's like, go to sleep. But she does it every night. And my mother's like, I can't take this anymore. I'm not getting any sleep. Now, this, it doesn't matter where you put it. You can put it on the side or you can put it across the top. I just kind of went with whatever direction the stems were going. And I think it's going this way. But then when I got there on Christmas, she was already, the other lady was dressed and she was in her wheelchair. And she was out in the hallway, sitting out there. And she comes back in and she says, I need to put my clothes on. And my mother's like, you already have clothes on. They already got you dressed. And she just stands up. The door's wide open. She just stands up and starts undressing herself. And my mother's like, stop undressing. You already have clothes on. And she's just like not realizing she has clothes on. And this one goes this way. And so she wouldn't stop. She just started taking her clothes off right there. So I got up real quick and kind of shut the door and went and grabbed one of the aides. And I said, she's taking her clothes off and my mother's telling her not to. And then she starts yelling at my mother saying, you can't tell me what to do. You're not the boss of me. I said, it just cracked me up because she sounded like, a little kid. I know it's not really funny, but at the time it was funny because that's just the way she said it. She was like a little kid. And I was like, wow. I hope I never get like that, though. I always want to have my mind in that. I think I could handle like physical limitations, but I think if my mind starts going, I don't know if I could handle that. That would be the worst. So, okay, so for this one, we are going to, my grandmother had Alzheimer's when she was in her 80s, and she was in a home, but she never got like that. She just forgot everybody. So if you went to visit her, she didn't know who you were. So we're going to cut a piece a little bit longer. And this is really thick. This is on the retiring list. So it's retiring. I'm just going to undo just a little bit because when I go to tape it, I want it kind of thinner. So if you kind of spread it out to tape it, it works better. So we're going to put a little bit here. But it is really sad when you lose your memory like that. But it's when they start getting, when they start getting mean that it's bad. Like, did y'all ever see the movie The Notebook? That was like one of the best movies. And it was so sad. Okay, so just tape that down because that's not going to stick with just glue. So tape it down, and then this side, when you bring it around, kind of undo this part too. Okay. All right, so then this one, tape that too. All right, so then it's not quite as fluffy in the middle there. So then we're going to put glue on that. But they gave, at her nursing home, they had gifts for everybody. Like the nursing home gave them gifts. And they gave really nice gifts to everybody. So they had like blankets and, well, they gave my mother like a whole bunch of coloring stuff because they know she likes coloring stuff. And I'm going to hold this down like this. And markers and color pencils and Okay, so there's that. Then I took another piece. So I cut another piece and I just pulled it apart like totally all the way. So this is what it looks like. Well, this is half of one when you take it apart. So then what we're going to do is put it around the middle. And this is way too long, but we're just going to tie a knot and pull it and then trim it. I wasted quite a bit there. I got way too much. I was going to do that the first time, like around this way, but then I didn't like the way that looked. So we're going to put a glue dot underneath there. And use that little scissors. And just stick it under so it holds it down. Okay. All right, so there's the ribbon on that one. And then for the other one, let's put this inside. So this goes that way. But I think I told you that. I took a whole bunch of gifts over to my mom so she could give them out. So she gave out all the gifts, which was good. All right, so this one, I used this ribbon, which is the gold. That one was the petal pink braided trim. So that's petal pink braided trim. And then this one is mesh ribbon gold striped. So we're going to take a piece of this, a little bit longer. And then just wrap that on the inside too. Yeah, when my grandmother was in, she went to a nursing home too. Well, it was more like assisted living. My grandmother had a lot of money, so she lived in a really nice place. But every single time we'd go there, she didn't remember any of us, but she would ask where my dad was. And my dad passed away like 3 years before she did. So she'd always ask where he was. And first we would tell her, he's gone. And she'd get all upset. So then we just said, he's working. But she remembered him, but didn't remember anybody else. Which is weird. Oh, Wendy, you got to go. See you Tuesday. Yeah, Alzheimer's is terrible. Okay, so then I took my gold ribbon, which is my favorite. It is retired, of course, but I still have a little bit left. So we're just going to cut, piece, and tie a bow here. Kind of near the top. And then just wrap it around. I was looking for something to watch yesterday while I was making stuff. And I started watching one thing. I can't remember what the name of it was, but it was terrible. So I turned it off, and then I was looking. I meant to cut that a little bit longer. All right, so there's that. And then this goes on the inside. So then I started watching something else that was pretty good. I think it's a Harlan Coben movie series. It's got, I don't think that was supposed to go that way. It's supposed to go this way. It's got the same guy that plays in a lot of them, but it's about this family that lives in this little town, and the son gets killed like in the beginning, and so the main guy is the police detective, who's trying to figure it out. All right, so this, but it's really good. And people are thinking like the father did it. I guess I should switch these around so I have the right one on top. This goes right across the middle. But this one's good. I watched like the first 2 episodes. It's kind of a murder mystery. I know, Jalen, they are. They're retiring stuff like way too fast. All right, and then we're going to put this on. Right here. Kind of reminds me of like a church. You know, when you're sitting in church and you have that thing up front, and like back in the day, like my church now doesn't, but like back in the day, you used to have the hymns on it, like what you were going to sing for the day. It kind of reminds me of that thing that's on the wall, telling you the hymns for the day. Okay, then this one's going to go right here. You could put something behind it if you wanted to, but I didn't. All right, and then we're going to put some gems. So for the blue one, I have these gems, and I can't find the back piece, so I don't know what it's called, but I think they're called glitter profile dots. I'm not positive, but I think that's what they're called. So I'm just going to use a couple of these on our little, oops. It's stuck. You really do not like the new packaging. I know, I don't either. All right, so there's that one. And then this one, I've got these, which I don't know if these are still, I forgot to check. These are the adhesive back metallic gems. I think they're still available, but I'm not positive. But if you don't have these, there's something else that goes with it. These were just on my table. All right, and then let's spritz that real quick with some shimmer, and we are done. Okay. Dropping everything. Get some scrap paper out. I didn't spray these other ones either. I think I need to trim this a little bit. I'm choking on this alcohol spray. Gosh. Oh, that's some strong stuff. Let me tell you. All right, so there's those two and those two. So there you go. There's our cards for today. What do you guys think? I hope you love them as much as I do. I love really both of them. At first, I just made the pink one, and that's all I was going to do, and I was going to make like 3 of those, but then I was like, no, I'll do 2 different ones. Thank you, guys. The sentiment is from, hold on. I showed that at the beginning. Oh. Prayers and Promises. So it's this one right here. Love the stamp sets. So that's definitely a good one to have in your stuff. Okay, so now it's time for a joke, and I have a really cute one. Thanks, you guys, so much. I'm so glad you like these. And they're so easy to make. With really any designer paper that you have, these are so easy. The book binding always looks really cute. And the nice thing is, since you're using 4x4, you can get 9 out of these instead of like 6 with a regular card. So you can get 9 of these pieces, and then the 1-inch strips, you can get like a ton. So, okay, so joke of the day. Let me pull it up. Now you're going to think this is dirty, but it's not. Okay, so you're going to think it, but it's not. It's really funny. All right, a woman was sitting at a bar enjoying an after-work cocktail with her girlfriends when an exceptionally tall, handsome, extremely sexy young man entered. He was so striking that the woman could not take her eyes away from him. The young man noticed her overly attentive stare and walked directly toward her. Before she could offer her apologies for being so rude for staring, the young man said to her, "I'll do anything, absolutely anything that you want me to do, no matter how kinky, for $100 on one condition." Flabbergasted, the woman asked what the condition was. The young man replied, "You have to tell me what you want me to do in just 3 words." The woman considered his proposition for a moment, withdrew from her purse, and slowly counted out 5 $20 bills, which she pressed into the young man's hand along with her address. She looked deeply into his closed eyes and slowly, meaningfully said, "Clean my house." Now that's what I would say. Because really, right now, I would like somebody to clean my house more than anything else, because it's a mess. So I thought that was hysterical. Okay. So I hope you liked that joke. Yeah, it's not really dirty, but it kind of starts out, but it's not really. All right, time for card giveaway. I think I got all the addresses of the last ones. So let me get these. Do my laundry. Yeah, I don't mind doing laundry. I just hate cleaning the house, especially the bathroom and the floors. That's what I hate the most. Every time I use my pick tool, it always seems to fall out really easily. Huh. You know, I had one of those like that, Renee. And I just switched it to a different one because I have 2 and it seemed to work. I don't know. Sometimes they give you one that's, I don't know, maybe a little bit not the right size. I don't know. Okay, so here's my cards for today. Let me try and, my bowl is overflowing. I need to stir them up a little bit. Yeah, don't forget to do thumbs up and like, share, subscribe, comment, place an order, whatever you want to do. Oh, and I have a couple extra kits still. I'll show them in a second. Okay, so first winner is Amy Davis. Amy Davis. Next one is Diana Trout. Next one is Wendy Harvey. And the last one, Brenda Hafer. Brenda Hafer. Okay, so those are the winners for today. So there you go. Mine is falling out too. Huh. Mine is in there good. And sometimes you got to mess with it and get it like it only fits in there a certain way. And you got to just keep turning it. And then all of a sudden it'll click and go in there. But I've had that happen a couple of times. She didn't show it at the beginning. What didn't I show at the beginning? Let me see. Oh, did your envelope? No, Jalen, it did not come. I was looking for it. Okay, so this is the addresses in case you want to send stuff. Here's my email address. And here's the... I have 2 kits left. So pumpkin and brush with beauty. So those 2. Oh, you know what? I do have one of these too. I just haven't put it in a bag yet. So I have one. No, not one of those. No, never mind. Take that back. It wasn't that one. There's another one I do have. The last one. I'll have to put it in a bag and bring it. Yeah, Jalen. I know. I don't know where it is. I only made 1 card like the one I sent you, but 3 in the envelope. Yeah. And my mother hasn't gotten hers either because I asked her if she got anything yet, and she said no. So hopefully it'll come today or Monday. Lisa. Yeah, Lisa, I got yours. I think it came... Wait a minute, was it today's? No, it wasn't today's. It was a few days ago. I know, the postal people, I'm telling you. I was so mad the mailman never came on Wednesday. Like, I kept waiting and waiting, and I had all those cards out in the mailbox, and he never came. I was like, dang it. Okay, well, I'm so glad you guys joined me this morning. And, oh, Sharon says maybe add a little electrical tape to the attachment and see if that gives you a tighter fit. Huh, for your take your pick tool. Um, oh, Joan Ballinger. I've got your name in my bowl, I think, because you sent me a card. I'll have to put Smiley on there. All right, so, oh, here's my address, too. Well, actually, there's my address. And Brenda's home. I don't know if I told you guys that. She came home. So I went and saw her. I'm glad you have a good mailman. All right, guys, I'll see you back on Tuesday night. I hope you have a great weekend and enjoy yourself. Stay warm. Make some cards. And I will see you back in a few days. Bye-bye.